Boom shakalaka, massive Bitcoin buy signals, and why this cycle top may come so early it'll catch everyone by surprise. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including why this cycle top could catch everyone by surprise, how to prevent yourself from that happening, and is Bitcoin done where we are right now? Seeing previous resistance? I don't think so. Before we get into it, guys, like the video, it helps out so much. Also join us on Twitter at @CryptoLove, where we share all of today's charts. Now, fear and greed today, 71, down from yesterday's 74. Curious considering the overall market up for, 2%. Bitcoin at 48,228, Ethereum at 25.27, BNB at 324, Solana 109, XRP 52 cents, Cardano 55 cents, Avalanche $41, and Chainlink $20. And Bitcoin, after we predicted the high likelihood of this inverse head and shoulders pushing price up to $50,000, look at this. Price went all the way up to 48.5 and then hit the resistance of previous highs right there, same territory. Now, could we break through there? Absolutely, especially since this head and shoulders predicts a $50,000 Bitcoin, and especially after you watch the reasons in the rest of this video. Now, interesting note, just in, BlackRock and Fidelity Bitcoin ETFs are the most successful ETF launches in 30 years, with more than $3 billion in assets each. Take a look at this. BlackRock and Fidelity up here at top, both of these over $3 billion, you can see down here on the bottom. Now, of all of the ETFs in the past 30 years, there were only 3 others, these 3 right here, USCL, USCA, and UGO, that actually eclipsed half of what they did, $1.5 billion. The rest of them below. They blew everything away by an order of not an order of magnitude, but by a lot, by double at least. And if we take a look at ETF's growth rate, we can see the inflows, which is in blue, the outflows, which is in gray. You can see it is net positive by 10,000 Bitcoin net inflows to ETFs. Holy cow, something big is happening. Bitcoin whales have been on an absolute buying spree. Look at this orange right here, acquiring 140,000 Bitcoin over the past 3 weeks, amounting to over $6 billion. They're buying up Bitcoin at speeds that we haven't seen in a long time. And if we take a look at total accumulation score by cohort, as of this time right now, it is still only large entities buying. I think everybody else hasn't smacked them upside the head yet that we're going to run out of Bitcoin. You can see here, entities over 100 Bitcoin, all buying Bitcoin. Everybody else kind of stagnant, has not yet caught up, which in my mind at least means it's still somewhat early. Now, based on the money that has been inflowing, we take a look at the money flow indicator down here on the bottom. Every time it breaks into red territory, we have a massive gain for Bitcoin. You can see, based on previous times, at the minimum, 100% rally, which would be close to a $90,000 Bitcoin new all-time high based on this rally alone. And these realized cap hodl waves suggesting that we are just warming up. You can see we hit the bottom, now starting to come back up. Now the younger coins are still outweighing the older ones. This means the whales haven't dumped, they're hodling strong, but massive buying pressure is coming. As the younger coins age, their weight shrinks, amplifying the impact of older low-cost coins. As the buy pressure comes, the price will dramatically go up. Now we have on the daily chart, Bitcoin has broken above the resistance and closed above it. Similar move witnessed way back here in October 2023. That led to almost a doubling of price, another 100% like we were just talking about, from roughly $25,000 to $49,000. Don't know what Bitcoin's cooking right here, but bears should be careful, or don't, just get liquidated, bears, who knows? Because on this chart here, this is mind-blowing chart. If you might want to sit down, buckle in, empty your pants before, pause the video, empty your pants before you watch the rest of this video, and then watch the rest of this video, because this chart right here will blow your mind and likely empty your colon. This chart right here, massive buy signal on the super trend monthly chart right here, has only signaled 4 times before, but each of the 4 times, look at this, 169,000% gains, 9,900% gains, 3,681% gains, 828% gains based on this signal alone. Now, that means that the average of all four of these would be 45,000% gains, or 450x in price. I know that's ridiculous. The average of the last three would be 4,800% gains. Yes, 48x in price, almost a 50x in price. It's possible. And bare minimum, almost a 10x in price, which would be $500,000 Bitcoin. Yowza. So, I hope you emptied your colon beforehand. Now, Bitcoin. We could actually be seeing a new all-time high before the halving in a couple months right now. Why this Bitcoin rally has the potential to reach previous all-time high before the halving. Number one, all the extreme leverage and positioning from Q4 has been cleansed. Option OI is down 40%, and futures funding rates are still positive but less exuberant. Number two, ETFs continue to outpace supply by at least 2 to 1, and the halving is still months away. We showed that chart earlier. Number three, only 10% of the volume moved at prices above the current level. You can see above the gray bar right here, meaning that if Bitcoin breaches 48.2, there is scant overhead resistance, meaning that the price could go up very quickly, very dramatically, and that'll cause a lot more buy pressure, a lot more people coming to the market to buy, which will push the price up even higher. We are looking at what looks like a V-shaped bounce for Bitcoin. And if history is anything, after these V-shaped bounces, the all-time high comes very, very soon. As a matter of fact, sharp warning to everyone, it may potentially be coming sooner than everyone is expecting. I think common expectation is roughly October of 2025, October, November 2025 for the next peak. May actually be coming early based on the halving cycle's alternate theory, saying that Bitcoin is left shifted by 6 months, which means that the next halving may be roughly the next all-time high may be roughly a year after the halving in May of 2025. And I don't know what you're doing, keeping an eye out for the halving, but my favorite thing is the Bitcoin Pi Cycle top and also cbbi.info. I'll be checking both of those pretty regularly. Make sure I don't miss this top in Bitcoin. So that's all for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, push the like button. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.